Everybody, this is Solis, owner, pharmacist, Ridgepoint Medical Pharmacy, and the creator, innovator of the new Teaching Moments business series. Today's main topic will be reality, and we've covered a whole slew of different things, and this will be Teaching Moment number 17. But basically, Teaching Moments 1 through 16 covered everything from problem solving to how do we deal with issues related to the struggles that we all experience in our lives as we're going through learning phases. And we talked about the compound effect, and I think it really, today I want to kind of like put everything in kind of a different perspective on how our own perceived reality, whether it's one that is actually real, based on actually things that are in your surroundings, or is it perceived based on thoughts. And Dr. Viktor Frankl, a famed psychiatrist, a survivor of the Holocaust, basically said that when in life, when you are facing challenges that you cannot change, so I'll repeat that again, when you're facing challenges that you have no control over, then we are forced to change ourselves. And how do we change ourselves to deal with these challenges that we cannot change? The way we deal with that specific type of challenge by changing ourselves is by changing our thoughts. How do you take, as he said, when he had a bowl, a dirty bowl with a fish head in it as his meal, he had to envision that it was something beautiful in order for him to be able to eat it. So it was his thoughts that changed his perceived reality of what really was really ugly. If you looked at it from just a pure, real perspective, I mean, a dirty bowl with a fish head is not an attractive sight. But his thoughts changed on how he was looking at it so that he could enjoy that meal. In fact, he even went on to say that the majority of the people who couldn't change themselves and adapt to the changes that were forced upon them by the Holocaust situation in Germany, most of those people didn't survive. They died. They didn't have a way to deal with the challenge of those times. So, perceived reality versus the real circumstances that we're in are sometimes very difficult for our subconscious mind to separate. And the five most important minutes of our day are the 5 minutes before we go to sleep. Before we go to bed, are we thinking in positive terms, or are we just reflecting on all the terrible things that went on our day, on how, man, today was just terrible, this happened or that happened, I can't believe I was treated that way by my boss, or I can't believe that customer yelled at me, I was trying my best, my child got sick, I had to rush home, I missed work, this is the 5th time it's happened this particular week or this particular month. If all these thoughts are just brewing in our head before we go to sleep, and then we sleep on these thoughts, for 8 hours our subconscious mind is looking at this perceived reality of everything's just a terrible mess. So we have to be very, very careful how we view our reality. And even Dr. Wayne Dyer kind of mentioned, if we have unlimited thoughts, if we have the ability to have unlimited thoughts, then we need to learn to pick the thoughts that are most advantageous for us. If we have a choice between picking a thought that's going to bring us down, that's going to unmotivate us, or is going to make us feel depressed or unhappy, versus other thoughts that might brighten our morning or brighten our day or give us a better outlook or give it a better perspective of what we're trying to accomplish, why do we not choose the ones that are going to move us forward as opposed to the ones that are bringing us down? So to end this teaching moment with this just one final thought, you, the individual, has to control the thought processes as we experience them on a day-to-day basis. In order to perceive a more realistic situation around you in terms of hope and opportunity, you've got to think in those terms. We can change lives together.